I am Ferdinand Marcos, and I am the President of the Republic of the Philippines. I stand today on behalf of 110 million Filipinos.
Everyone, hello universe, it's me again. Shout out sa inyo mga kababayan. Panoorin nyo itong live interview ni Ombudsman Remulla. Aba, mukha yatang mabilis talaga ang galaw niya mga kababayan. Nako po, talaga naman, ang dami pala talagang nagagalit sa kanyang mga DDS sa social media. Binabanatan siya mga bes. Although yung mga, kahit yung anak niya na nasangkot doon sa ano ba, doon sa isang parcel na high grade na meridian. Yun po ay, ang alam ko doon sa issue na yun mga kababayan is parang na wrong scent, no? Mayroong gumagawa ng paninira laban kay Ombudsman Remulla nung panahon na yun. Kaya tinatarget yung anak niya. Yan naman po ay napatunayan na walang katotohanan mga kababayan. So dahil dito panoorin nyo ito. Maganda ito. Eto na. Don't forget to like, hit the button bell para lagi kayong updates. Maganda itong ano niya, mga sagot niya, ang mga tanong sa kanya. Talagang medyo tagilid yung mga salin. Priority. At saka lalo na ito, masasabi natin na may makukulong sa flood control corruption mga kababayan. Maniwala kayo 100% may makukulong. Tandaan nyo yan. Ito panoorin nyo.
Isa po sa mga naging problema at natanong during the JBC panel was the preservation of evidence.
Yes.
During trial. Ano pong gagawin natin to preserve at palakasin po yung case build-up natin at yung evidence build-up natin?
Ang case build-up kasi ng DOJ is different. It's law enforcement. Remember, it's crime committed against ordinary citizens by ordinary citizens. Usually, ganun ang cases sa DOJ. Dito kasi, you're looking at crimes committed by public officers, and many of them are white-collar crimes. So there are no police reports. So ang mahalaga rito, magkaroon ng case build-up na maayos. So that, you get the necessary affidavits, you get the necessary documents, para po final mo nga, you can actually present your case in a few days. Ganun lang naman yan, open shot cases yan Hindi naman sila mga complicated kung tutuusin. But of course, the flood control might be a little more complicated. But when I have the dialogue with the Sandigan Bayan, I will examine the possibility of coming up with a special division for these flood control cases. Kung kailangan lang, the dialogue will of course be open to ideas that become from the Sandigan Bayan.
Ombudsman Red Mendoza from the Manila Times. Isa rin po sa mga na-mention niyo po yung pagbubukas ng salin. Na-discuss po ba ito during yung...
Hindi namin na-discuss yan, pero it's going to be policy. Inahanda lang namin yung mechanics. But next week baka pwede na Baka we start releasing this already.
So by next week po, may mga...
Salin.
As early as
This coming, as early as next week. I will ask them to make available this information. But of course, we need requesting parties to ask for the information. Wag naman blanket. Baka naman hingin nyo sa amin yung buong file. Mahirap yan, di ba? Hindi naman tama. At saka baka ma-weaponize. Ang kailangan dyan, may undertaking tayo pag kumukuha tayo. Para ng public interest pa rin.
So starting po yung sal ends from 2024 or yung yung before the previous ombudsman said na huwag muna ilalabas yung silent ba ma-weaponize. Ilalabas po ba yung mga sal end po ba from that time until...
It's possible. I can look at that possibility. I am open to that. We'll decide. Pero I don't want to be... I want to open this to the public. I want to open this office to the public. Kasi dapat ito sumbungan ng bayan Diba? Dito dapat nagsusumbong ang bayan. In fact, one of the campaigns we will launch will be crowdsourcing of information for lifestyle checks. Kasi ang lifestyle check kasi mangyayari dyan, hindi natin i-rely lang sa fact-finding dito, sa investigators. We will ask the public to contribute to us sa lifestyle checks. We will open a line for that. So that, kasi ang kapitbahay naman na pwede magsabi ko anong buhay ng gusto mong pag-aralan yun ang ating bubuksan dito.
Sir, good afternoon. Joseph Marcos at GMA7. Sir, I'd like to stay on first sa SALN. Because there's a circular that says in terms of availability ng filed SALN is 10 days after and 10 years after it was filed. So if you count 10 years back, we can go as far as maybe 2016. My question is, are you also willing to divulge?
Why not? Why not? Ano yun public information na nga yun nahanap natin When we talk about transparency, let's go all the way. Let's go all the way.
Just to be very specific, sir, ex-President Duterte's salin you're willing to divulge?
Lahat yan. Pati kami. Kasama kami dyan.
Ala,
And
lagot.
PBBM?
Kasama kami dyan. Kasama kami lahat dyan.
Vice President?
Ano lang may re-redact lang tayo. Siyempre may mga privacy matters na ating kailangan i-redact.
Sir, since it's also policy now, can you outline kung paano yung magiging process of accessing salins? Because
Wala pa. Yun nga yung process na, kaya hindi ko pa mabuksan. Kasi yung process mismo, i-refine namin ng team. Tsaka with advice also from the old-timers on how it can be done properly. Pero the intent is there, and I want to do it as soon as possible.
Sir, sorry, I have a second batch of questions focusing on the flood control projects. Alright, so of course the public is interested kung sino yung mapapakulong. But right now you have 3 referrals from DPWH and then 2 from COA, and then 1 complaint from the DPWH with regard to the
ICC.
Sir, wala. Ang may referral po kayo ng 2 COA report, isang ICC, and then ICI.
Tsaka DPWH.
Yes, sir.
Lima yun.
Yes, sir. My first question on that aspect, sir, is that it was filed September 11, the first complaint, sir, by the DPWH. Can you have an update whether there is counter affidavits already? And
Hindi, ano pa yan? They're already doing the preliminary investigation. Ginagawa na yata. I was told by the then acting ombudsman that they were already on the cases.
When can a complaint be ripe for resolution, sir?
Siyempre yun nga sinasabi ko nga yung case build up para sa PI para ma-resolve yan at meron ka talagang kasong ihahanda mo, iladatag mo sa korte. Dapat ready for trial. That's when this case is ripe for resolution. Yun ang akin, that's the standard I want to set. We need the standard where once we file the case, we can age the cases. Pwede natin i-age na pag tumagal ng a certain amount of time, sobrang tagal na yan. Ang gusto natin mangyari dito. Ano ito This is such an urgent matter to be resolved, and we will do it as soon as possible. And in the DOJ, our deadline was always yesterday. That's how we work there.
So just one clarification. You're planning or you're exploring the possibility of establishing a special division here, and then...
No. I will ask the permission, or I will ask the Sandigan Bayan, and of course, the Supreme Court will have a hand in it if we will need a special division to try some cases.
In the
Sandigan Bayan.
yes, okay. Para mas streamline, sir.
Para mas streamline. Yeah.
And then dire-diretsang hearing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, sir. Thank you for your time, sir.
Sir, Rambo Labay ng Radyo Kayo Manggi. Maliban doon sa binanggit nyo, sir, na flood control, ano ba yung prioridad tututukan ng Ombudsman?
Yung lifestyle check, forfeitures of property.
Ala, lagot.
Let's give life to the law. Kasi yung mga law maraming nakalimutan. Gamitin natin ang batas. Kasi I want crowdsourced information that we will validate. Para mas mabilis ang takbo ng lahat. ILRA nasa tapat lang, makukuha mo yung titulo. SEC is just one click away. Marami kang mapavalidate na information kagad
Ganyan dapat.
That's what I want to happen. And kanina, ang pinag-uusapan namin kanina, tinatanong ko yung state ng digital technology rito, tsaka yung digital knowledge, kasi ang mga crimes ngayon, cyber warrant na lang ang kailangan mo. Ang telephone note will contain all the information. Kahit burado yan, nasa cloud yan. Hindi mo pwedeng burahin ng basta-basta. So the telephones will contain all the information that you will need to file cases. Mga kailangan ng mga new things that have to be done here. Well, it's about time that we just started doing it.
Last lang, sir, para sa akin. Matitiyak ba ng publiko na katulad ng ginagawa nyo nung kayo'y sekretary ng DOJ, open sa media, open sa public para at least kita paano?
I always give importance to the media. I am a member of the media. I still have a Saturday program on radio. I've been doing it religiously for the last 10 years. Yun ang ginagawa ko. But I started way back in 2005. Naging regular radio person na ako. Kaya sa akin ang relationship with media should be good. Should be good. Tsaka I have respect for people in media. Ang ayoko lang minsan, pag tinututukan ka ng camera, lalagay yung telepono sa mukha mo, ano yan OA na yan, hindi dapat ganon, di ba? Basta hindi kayo maubusan ng story rito. There will be stories that for you to tell, because as long as the facts keep coming and the officers move to act on these cases. Pero yung ano, yung the other side of it, yung proactive, I think that yun nga, will be establishing a public interest office. Public interest office na para sa complaints about all agencies, lahat ng reklamo pwede natin i-process yan, titignan natin. So we can, tsaka yung establishment, again, of resident ombudsman o sa ibang mga government agencies. I think a lot of agencies will need to have it reinstated. Kasi walang nagre-remind sa ating mga kaibigan na they're already violating the law. Ang example sa inyo, contractors, di ba? Parang wala na eh. Hindi na masyadong na-implement eh. Wala nang communication. I know that it's not working anymore. So we will establish that.
Last na lang po on my end. Well, you mention po na ilalabas pa ang SALN from the president down to everyone in government, everyone.
Kasi ano yan ang ano natin dyan, titingnan ko lang ang national security implications. We have to be careful lang. Kasi baka mamaya, pag piyesta nyo sabihin, hindi, ayaw ilabas, hindi. There are things that you have to keep secret for national security purposes. May mga ganung bagay. I'm sure that you're aware of that. Pero besides that, transparent tayo sa lahat.
Is the president, nagpusap ako kay President BBM regarding possible na paglabas ng mga SALN, and is he okay with it po ba?
Hindi pa kami nag-uusap tungkol dyan. He gave me a free hand to do what I have to do to fix the mess we're in.
Sir, last clarificatory questions lang. Yung sa SALN, sir, kasi memorandum po yung 2020. So, will you be issuing a new memorandum?
Yes, that's what we have to prepare. Kaya nga yung guidelines niya, yung parameters niya, have to be spelled out. Tsaka yung undertaking din ng requesting party na, Tsaka, unang-una, dapat hindi mo weaponize yan. Diba? We have to respect people also. Huwag naman na, yung information, gagamitin natin sa hindi maganda. Diba?
Tapos sir, dun sa lifestyle checks, kasi usually it's under the FIO, the Field Investigation Office. So you will be tasking the FIO to conduct...
We will ask them to conduct specific things gotten from crowdsourced information. Kaya tingnan natin kung gaano ka ganda ang lalabas kung the citizens themselves report. Para maano natin yan, ma-validate natin ang information. And hindi kailangan maghagilap. Meron ka ng leads kagad sa sisimulan mo. Ano nga yan, crowdsourced nga, can mean media also. Because I've seen many stories, very interesting stories in YouTube and mainstream media about all of this. Kaya we're encouraging that.
Good afternoon po. Faith Argusino po from Inquirer. How about internal conflicts po within the Ombudsman? For instance, when an Ombudsman employee files a complaint against another, will there be a new mechanism or policy to handle such cases?
I haven't gotten into that yet, but I'll get myself oriented towards the dispute resolution within the office.
Sir. Hi, good morning po. Elizabeth Marcelo from Philippine Star. Clarification lang po dun sa SALN. You're saying that yung next week po,
hopefully next week, maano natin.
Next week na.
May memorandum, ma-issue na natin para ma-open natin yan.
yung memo po.
Memo muna, syempre, kailangan may rules tayo eh. Di ba?
Akala namin po yung
Hindi pwede free for all dyan. Post mong ganun, hindi pwede yun. It doesn't work that way.
So yung memo
Kasi unang-una, tandaan nyo, data privacy. Sacred yan, dapat yan. Pangalawa, security problems can arise. Kaya, ingat tayo. Di ba?
So the memo will be released next week po.
Next week,
But the release of
hopefully by Wednesday, hopefully. In the DOJ, the deadline is always yesterday. But I just stepped in here, di ba?
And shortly after, pwede na po kami mag-request.
Hindi dapat problema yan.
And then, within...
I'm opening a can of worms, but so be it. So be it.
And then may days po ba yun that you should release after we file a request?
Yung nga, sa memorandum nga eh. In fact, if one of you wants to guide us through it, meron kayong gustong malaman na o kaya mailagay na rules, lagay natin. FOI is
Pwede
it's
na.
possible. Pero yun nga, ang gusto ko may undertaking. Lahat na magre-request, may undertaking naman. Tsaka ang pinakadulong-dulo niyan, gusto ko yung output na gagawin nyo, may kopya kami. Para alam namin na nagamit yung research na mabuti, unang-una. Pangalawa, kung meron useful dyan sa Ombudsman, gagamitin namin.
Output meaning, sir, yung report na...
Report nyo. No, hindi yun. Wala naman kaming ano sa inyo eh. Wala naman
The published report.
Hindi naman wala kaming jurisdiction sa inyo eh.
Okay. Okay.
Yung published report. Tsaka yung, when you have the article and you discover facts, you want to know them. So we can start working on them. Ano to, information sharing naman yan eh. You want information? Okay. But you give me information also. Diba?
Okay. So, to clarify, we can expect the memo by next week.
Hopefully, by Wednesday. Wednesday's the target. Wednesday's the target.
Another issue. Yung regarding lang po sa flood control, since you will not be starting from scratch, kasi nga po may mga referral na and the COA has submitted its fraud audit reports. So, can we expect po that the cases can be filed probably with, I mean, do you have a self-imposed deadline?
Wala pa akong self-imposed deadline, but it's sooner than many people would think.
Like,
Gusto ko
within the
talaga,
month or before the year ends?
filing within the month, mahirap mangako. But,
Before the year?
by November. Within November, by November. Marami na tayo makafile ba tatay?
By November.
Pero tingnan natin, baka may hinog na, pa-file namin kagad. We will tell you.
Okay. And last na lang po, yung, kasi di ba po the NPS is conducting a case build-up na po, yung nirecommend
Law enforcers ang kasama ng fiscals ang prosecutor.
Yung nirecommend ng
yung ngayon, yung ginagawa ng DOJ.
NPS po. What will happen to that po? I-refer dito po? Or
I-refer
i-stop na
dito,
po ba nila yun?
hindi kasi, basta ang amount is above, yung salary grade yan, tsaka amount involved eh. Pero pag above 1 million, I think it's Sandigan Bayan already.
So, tatapusin po muna nila, kasi pa matagal po.
Hindi, malapit na matapos yun, kasi I was with them yesterday, my last day. Kausap ko pa rin yung... wrapping up yan.
Tapos,
Tsaka ano yan eh, remember, the NPS stepped into it because of the witness protection function of the DOJ. Kaya kami na-involved dyan. Otherwise, hindi namin talaga trabaho yung NBI lang yan. But because of the witness protection angle, we have to evaluate. So to evaluate, you have to get the statements. So you get into the case. Diba? So it's coincidental, but it works.
how about yung state witness po na kinoconsider nyo doon?
Meron kami kinoconsider. You'll find out. Malapit na yan. Evaluation, konting evaluation na lang.
So,
may isa na kaming nako-consider. Isa pa lang.
Isa pa lang.
Isa pa lang.
Medyo madami na din.
Marami nag-a-apply.
Hindi,
ito tandaan nyo, no? Itong state witness law natin was not created for a multitude of crimes committed by one person. Kasi usually yan, yung taong nag-apply ng state witness, nakasama siya, hindi siya most guilty, tsaka nangyari, isa lang yung nangyari. Pinakamarami, dalawang pangyayari. Di ba? Ito, ano to eh, daan-daang kaso. Sa iba-ibang klaseng kaso. Bid rigging. Di ba? Bid rigging, Philippine Competition Act, 3019. Andiyan yan, di ba? Meron pa dyan malversation. May falsification, malversation through falsification. So, you're talking about a multitude of crimes. So, is it easy to grant state witness status and give them blanket immunity? Yan a legal question. I even asked that, we were discussing it yesterday with the Senior Associate Justice of the Supreme Court. Kasi nga yun nga, academic questions in our minds now as lawyers. How does it work when this happens?
Good afternoon, sir.
Tama, di ba?
Good afternoon, sir. Mary po from Radyo Pilipinas. Here, sir. Sir, good afternoon. Sir, with the reforms that you wanted to implement po sa Ombudsman, will you be needing mas maraming personnel? May reshuffle po ba? And will you be appointing a spokesperson as well?
Well, I think Miko will be the default spokesperson. Miko Clavano. He'll be helping out and be giving briefings if I'm not available. So, basta meron kayong access. You will not have that problem here.
Reshuffle ng mga personnel, sir? Are you...
That goes with the territory. Separate trust and confidence yan. So maghahanap tayo ng... We will do it by the day. Diba? Tsaka, ano naman yan eh. It's a work in progress.
Pero sir, first day of work, you've mentioned kanina, may mga natutulog na cases. So you're admitting na upon your resumption here, sir, napansin nyo may mga natutulog talagang cases. Marami ba, sir?
Hindi naman, umaanda na naman yung iba. Pero sigurado ako marami pang tulog. Kailangan, baka tutulugan pa, mahirap gisingin. Gigisingin natin lahat yan.
Last two questions.
Hello. Sige, go pa tayo. Sige.
Good afternoon po, Ombudsman.
Sir, Nico Bagsik po of DZMM. Sir, aside from the flood control projects, you've also mentioned na you would like to visit the Pharmaly scandal. What can you say
Hindi,
about that?
nabanggit kanina sa usapan namin eh. So, undergoing trial na siya. Pero I have to study it. Kasi hindi ko talaga ako familiar dyan. I was in, saan naman trabaho ko nun? I was still in Congress at that time. And I was busy with other matters in the House. And Pharmaly, remember, was a Blue Ribbon Committee product of Dick Gordon, of former Senator Dick Gordon. So I will ask him. He's a good friend naman. So I will ask him for data that I can use. So I can compare it with the way the cases have been filed.
Sir, Grant po from Bombo Radio. Sir, sa DOJ, sir, there
Hindi
are...
mo galing ka DOJ?
Yes, sir. Sir, sa atin, sir, meron po tayong mga protected witnesses. Kaya nung nakinig ko po yung... Sinabi niyo pong state witness.
Anyway, ano yung tanong?
Yun po, yung kinoconsider po nating state witness, sir, is it a official or is
Hindi
it...
na, you'll just find out. Basta, ilalabas namin yan in due time.
Tapos, sir, next, sir, yung question, sir, balikan po yung last time, sir, nabanggit po, there are 100 to 200 individuals na tinitingnan natin sangkot dito sa flood control.
Siyempre.
And there are 67 contractors, sir.
Well, the 67, after studying the list, ang low-lying fruit doon na madali i-prove will be 12 to 15, I think. The rest, baka kaya pang pagtagpi-tagpiin ang data, ang evidence. Realistic lang ako. Kasi nga, alam natin na nandun yun, pero paano mo patutunayan? Ang trabaho namin, patulayan sa korte yan. Diba? Trabaho yan ng special prosecutor, pero on the direction of the Ombudsman.
Okay, sir. Then last, sir, nabanggit niyo po na in a few weeks or by next month, makapagsamp po na po ng file ng kaso po laban sa mga...
Hopefully, yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Yeah.
Balikan ko na lang din, sir. Nabanggit niyo po din last time.
Kasi ano yan eh, malamang yan, nakakuha na ng sampina yung mga tao. Kung September 11 yun, nasampina na yun. So may counter affidavit na on the way. October ba? October 11 ba?
Yes.
Hindi, September 11 ba final? Sigurado ako na na-issue na sampina niya. Bulacan, meron na tayong mga counter affidavit.
Yes, sir. Bilang bagong ombudsman, sir, sabi niyo po, maswerte na ma-issuehan ng arrest warrant yung mga sangkot dito, sir, sa Pasko. Is it, sir, by this year?
Hindi, pag naka-file ka ng kaso, the court can always issue a warrant immediately.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, sorry. Sir, circle back lang ako kasi yung sa ICI, given, I understand kasi yung recommendations ng ICI is still subject to the approval of the Ombudsman, right? The evaluation of the
Actually,
Ombudsman.
yan para silang, it's like crowdsourced information, but the ICI is functioning very well. And the information they give us is vetted already. Kaya, it's a step faster for the Ombudsman. Pa-validate na lang. Fact-finding becomes validation. Yun ang ating expectation.
Galing naman.
Sorry, sir.
Love that.
I-validate nyo pa yung sa ICI?
Kaya nga, siyempre, you have to look at the specific documents. Kasi when you file in court, hindi ka pwede magkamali. May mga little things that matter. Yun lang, pa-validate natin lang.
Sir, kasi may mga critics na nagsasabi, parang dinodoble lang ng ICI yung role ng Ombudsman kasi meron namang power yung Ombudsman.
Maganda nga yan kasi pagpasok ko, meron na silang hinanda eh.
Tama.
They already prepared something. I think that
Para
helps.
mabilis.
It's better than crowdsourced information, in fact.
Thank you, sir.
Okay? Sige, last two questions.
Sir, yung lang pong nung pong June, yung House Committee po, naghain ng complaint ba yun or report against the Vice President. But Ombudsman Martyrs then treated it as a complaint. Sir, status lang kung
I haven't asked about it yet.
Okay. But
pag-uusapan naman within the next few days.
Hi sir, ako po si Nikki Key from Manila Bulletin. I wanted to ask how your approach will be when it comes to filing of complaints here. Kasi during your term of your predecessor, we weren't allowed access to any documents that were filed here to avoid trial by publicity. So will we be able to access these complaints once they are filed?
Actually, hindi complaint. Yung action ng Ombudsman gagad. We will release it when we have done something about it. Kasi hindi naman alangan namang ilalabas mo lahat yung ganyan. Hindi ganon. When it necessitates Ombudsman action, we will release the news to you.
Pero sir, kasi di ba when yung iba kino-cover yung filing of the complaint. Sabihin, these raps were filed against this. So, pwede po namin ba ma-access lang yung complaint na yun?
At once?
File niya. File when it's
After it's docketed.
If it's so we can...
Kapag docketed na. Kasi investigate pa yan eh. Iba-validate pa nga yan bago siya i-docket, di ba?
Pag nasilip na.
Oo. Kasi baka mamaya, bad story, baka mamaya weaponized. Hindi iwasan natin yun. We don't want it to happen.
Pag pumasok na sir officially as a record.
Yes. Kasi we don't want, I don't want this office to be weaponized. Hindi natin gagawin yun. Okay? Sige, thank you. Magandang tanghali sa inyo.
Napakinggan nyo, mga kababayan. Sabi sa inyo mabilis ang galaw nito. Sa ICI, maganda rin, no? Maganda po ang ICI. Kumbaga, sanib pwersa ang ICI at saka Ombudsman para mabilis ma-resolve ang kaso, 'di ba? So maganda talaga 'yun. So nako po, medyo tagilid yung may mga mapupunterihan ng CELED. Nagay, nakaw, abangan po natin, no? Si Ombudsman Remulla, alam niyo naman ito, malaki ang tiwala ng Pangulo sa kanya Sobra, no? Remember, dalawang Remulla nasa gabinete ng Pangulo, kaya ang tiwala ng Pangulo sa magkapatid na ito talaga namang sobra-sobra. At I think, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and the, Remulla's brothers, guys, para silang magkapatid, no? Mga very close. So, naniniwala ako sa kakayahan ni Ombudsman Remulla na talagang mapabilis ang kaso. Thank you guys for watching. See you again on my next upload. Bye-bye, and babus. God bless Philippines.